Intro. I love the tattoos as well. I don't have a sleeve yet, but it's getting there. Guys, if you have questions, feel free to drop them in the comments, or if you want to jump on, we can chat too. Um, you know, I this is the intro. Well, fuck, I'll just start with the name of my group. So the name of my group is Affiliate Blueprint Marketing. The whole message is more money, no bullshit. So just get straight to the point. Nobody wants to be an affiliate marketer. I don't want to be an affiliate marketer, and neither do you. And the reason is because it's just a fucking title. Like, what you really want is what that means to you, and it means something different to everybody. So for me, it means the freedom to work from wherever the fuck I want, right? On a beach, in my basement, in my bedroom where I'm at right this second, wherever the fuck I want. But it also means a certain type of lifestyle. There's certain, things that, you could obviously do some work up front, build some cool relationships, and you typically get some nice residuals and recurring and all that good stuff, which we'll dive into a little bit more. Exactly. John, like you said, I could say fuck at work. When I worked at Sherwin-Williams, it was a $10 billion plus paint company. I ran their SEO and their analytics team. I couldn't say fuck at work. I said shit and stuff, but people would look at me weird, but I just look back at them weird. So I want to kind of like start off by kind of like just really kind of like a mindset thing, okay? I used to always think that was corny, like mindset, right? So some people think inside the box, some people think outside of the box. I'm like, fuck it, there's no box, okay? Now, I don't know if you've seen The Matrix, but there's this little scene where there's this kid holding a spoon, his shaved bald head, and he's like talking to Neo, and he's like, how'd you do that? And the kid's like, there is no spoon. Too many people try to just jam affiliate marketing into a box. And it's like, guys, what's, just get away, like, all the labels. And I don't know how I just looked at the world that way or differently, but it really doesn't fucking matter. So here's the gist is I got my iPhone. This is a widget, right? Now, a lot of people are like, oh, I can't wait to just sell something and get 4 or 8% commission on Amazon. And it's like, that's very transactional. That's like a one-time thing. And there are ways to make money, obviously selling one-time widgets. But the point is most people define affiliate marketing as selling somebody else's product and getting a commission. I'll take it a step further, actually a lot of steps further. Then I always ask them, well, what about somebody else's service? ClickFunnels is a good example. It's actually, depending on what it is, they have products and services. But the point is you can promote other people's products and services. So now it just like grew twice as big, right? But then what about if somebody else promotes my product or promotes my service? So I have an affiliate program and I have a product and a service, and it's okay. Now by the nature of it, if I have enough, products and services in which other people are promoting, I'm therefore an affiliate. And then there's some really cool models. Like I'll start with the broker model. So I used to work at this company, insurance.com. This is where I saw my buddy make millions, and that's where I decided I was going to become an affiliate marketer. I fucking started back in like 2005-ish, between 2005 2008, just kind of dabbling, playing around. I remember my first affiliate commission was $15 from an auto insurance quote. As I don't know, from 2012 till someone asked me once, so I know my 2012 numbers to August of 2017, I did 2.2 million in affiliate profit. I don't ever talk revenue. Fuck revenue. It doesn't pay the bills. Profit. Now, I'm going to give you a little hint here, and I'll circle back on it, is that was only 40% of the profit that I've done since 2012. And the reason why that's important is because I don't believe that, I'll say 99 point some percent of people aren't, by the nature of the beast, if you want to make the most money, you're not just going to do only affiliate marketing. I guess you could, in theory, do only affiliate marketing, but at some point in time, typically you're going to become so big and it makes sense to spin off to own your own business. And so that meant 60% of my money came from other shit. Okay. And we'll talk about that in just a second. So the, 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 the way my buddy Paul did it was he worked at insurance.com and he ran the affiliate department, and he saw some major affiliates and was cutting some checks to some major affiliates, and he brought in Geico, a big insurance company, and insurance.com was making like $2 million a year. I think it was a year. And he got they gave him a nice bonus check, like 25 grand, you know, it's better than some companies would do. But what he saw was all he was doing was managing relationships. He saw that he knew who the affiliates were over here who could drive traffic. He knew that there were buyers over here, you know, basically who had a product or service. I'm sorry, I take that back. There's people who had a product and service over here. Obviously, there's a consumer who needs it by law in the States. You need to have insurance. So he just would bridge the two together, say, hey, I know you got traffic, you can do it, and I know that you want to buy it. And he would get them paired together to get the best offer, and he would take a cut, typically 5 to 10%. When you're dealing in that volume in that space, that was a reasonable cut, and he made a lot of money that way. So that's kind of like, to me, I call it the broker model, because really he did shit. I mean, talk about, he introduced some people and made sure everyone was happy, and then he stepped back and collected money, which is really, really sick. So most people would never even think of that, or they're gonna call it something else. I don't care what the fuck you call it. I call it making money. So again, most people that I coach come to me and say, I want affiliate marketing. And then I talk to them, and the one guy recently is like, actually, I want to be a copywriter. And then we talked how he could be a copywriter and pretty much double or triple his money by being an affiliate marketer, in the sense which we'll get into. And I'll define it only because most people want to wrap their heads around it in just 1 second. So I will get to at least my definition, which might not mean shit, but here we go. So there's one more model which I love, at least in my head, is the barter model. The barter model is really cool. So my buddy Danny Velez, really good at writing copy. And I needed some shit from him, and I saw his copy, and I was like, dude, this is sick. I'm like, you got an affiliate program? And he's like, no. And I'm like, why the fuck not? He's like, well, the reason I don't have, sorry, I love reading these comments. Sherry, you're 100% right. People do talk revenue. A lot of the people, no offense to Shopify people, but I see Shopify people going, hey, this much revenue. Or they don't even say revenue. They just say, I did 100,000 last month. And I'm like, what's your profit margin? And they're like, 20%. It's still good profit margin. It's great fucking money. But, you know, what do you actually do? And I guess I could say my 2.2 million wasn't before taxes, to be transparent. So Uncle Sam gets his chunk. So anyway, back to this barter model, right? So Danny doesn't have a fucking affiliate program, and I'm sitting here going, why not? He's like, explain it to me, and it actually makes sense. He prices himself based on the value of the services he provides, so it's not a commoditized service. If he can get somebody to pay $3,000, then he'll get them to pay $3,000, and basically it's a la carte too. I need 3 emails. Some are varying lengths. It's just tougher to do. There are ways you can put a traditional commission based on that, just do it on the total of the sale, but it's just awkward. So I said, hey, got this off my brother, by the way. He's wicked smart, like the guy from Goodwill Hunting smart, maybe even smarter. But anyway, the point is my brother would teach his kids about economics. My brother has got a master in economics. He was a lawyer, taught himself to code, and he's been the dev leader on many startups and really successful companies. So he would teach his kids the basically economics, what he called through daddy dollars. Like, hey, I'm your dad, and you do these things, and I can give you $1 trillion daddy dollars, and that might equal 1 popsicle. So he was trying to teach them, like, hey, it really means only what we think it means. Kind of a opportune time, and I don't want to get into Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum and all that shit, but it was pretty neat thinking about it that way. And he gave me the idea of, when I was talking to Danny Velez, saying, hey, dude, why don't you give Danny dollars? And he's like, what the fuck's that? And I'm like, all right, so imagine this. Like, hey, dude, I bring you a customer. You qualify the customer needs $1,000 worth of your services. Credit me, right? I don't even want the cash because I know I need copy all the time. So I'm like, just credit me $300. So I did 30% of Danny dollars, which just means the next time I need shit, he'll, obviously take it off my bill. Like, be like, oh, dude, you get a credit of $1,000. And, I'm like, sweet, take it off my bill. So I get a lot of shit for free that way. So those are bigger, kind of the way that I look at things. The best definition, and it every time I spitball this out, I've never really written it down. I ain't that type of guy. Is basically 2 or more people agree that there's going to be a commission paid for a product or a service, with some sort of transaction. That transaction could be, honestly, it could be, I will pay you $1 for every message that gets clicked on in a bot, right? Because all business is just fucking math, right? It is just math. Russell Brunson pays 40% commission of things over $97 or more, depending on, whatever, but recurring because it's just math. All we are, or whoever does promote his services, if I promoted his shit every single day and didn't sign anyone up, you know how much Russell pays me? A big fat zero. You know how much Russell pays for my computer, the electricity I use, my Wi-Fi, my health care? None of that shit. But if I was an employee, he's got to pay for all that. So again, it's just like, if I were to engage in a relationship with, like I said, it doesn't just have to be between 2 people, it could be between more, but it's, again, we agreed to a specific transaction. It could be like for the auto insurance, it wasn't an actual sale. The insurance companies knew if I were to send them 100 quotes based on their law of averages and their data, math, right, that they're going to fucking get a certain amount of return, and they knew the lifetime value of their customer, and they knew all that other shit, which I don't even give a fuck about. I just like, hey, I know that I like the simple math. I'll let those nerds calculate their math and then just tell me what number they're going to pay me, right? And no offense to nerds. I fucking love nerds because, like, to me, I am a geek. Like, I love being different. Like, we're all fucking different. I want to go down that way. Awesome. So, I want to pull up. I even put a little slide together here. Let's see. So, the couple other things just quickly about me. Serial entrepreneur since pretty much birth, and I probably should have led with this, but I kind of shoot from the hip. One of the biggest things that I do to get to where I've gotten is really relationship building. If you don't leverage relationships, John's a great example of doing this right now. He's went out and brought a bunch of people together to fucking help, like, everybody. It's value forward relationship building. Throughout my years, 5-figure, 6-figure, 7-figure companies I've sold. Actually, I'm lying. Technically, the 7-figure company doesn't become effective until January 1st, 2018 for tax purposes, because there's going to hopefully be some tax cuts on some of that shit. The most, I guess, recent company that I'm transitioning out of helped grew to $4.5 million. That's revenue. Last time I looked at margins, we're about 28%. At one point in time, we were upwards of 2.7 million, I think it was, and 40. More than that, 50-ish% margin. The reason that's got chiseled down is, well, Google AdWords likes to raise the cost of shit. And then on top of that, you got employees, which it's one of the reasons I'm leaving. I'm not a big fan of employees and offices and shit like that. Let me just a sec here. So, there's terms that I really fucking hate because, again, I hate labels. You know, you'll hear, oh, what's an advertiser? What's a publisher? What's a consumer? What's an offer? You know, in a nutshell, an advertiser is just a business. It could be a person that's promoting a product or a service, guys. And a publisher is really just an affiliate, right? Or a person that's going to promote an advertiser's product or service. You'll never hear me say these terms again. Obviously, the fucking consumer, you guys know what that is. The offer is obviously the product or the service. With affiliate marketing, guys, you have two different types of tiers, and it's not MLM in any way, shape, or form. Affiliate marketing tier, your first tier is just like, hey, we're going, and I'll use ClickFunnels for an example because it's pretty, at least in my world, common knowledge. All right, so tier one means, hey, I get 40%. Awesome. Well, affiliate marketers, people, that's all it is, right? People who do business and want to make money and have other people promote their shit for free and only pay them when they make a sale or some transaction. It doesn't have to be a sale. What's really cool is, you know, affiliate marketers fucking came up with the second tier, you know, and the second tier basically means, hey, let's say, for example, like I said, I'll use ClickFunnels again. Russell Brunson said, hey, what if I could get other affiliates to get me other affiliates, right? So what they ended up doing was they ended up taking, like, hey, let's say, for example, there's a $100 product, okay, or service, it doesn't matter. And the first person, let's say me, I get 40%. Now, let's say, for example, I sign somebody else up underneath me, like they're another affiliate. Now, what happens is if they sell that same product or service for $100, right, they're going to get 40%. I get 5% because I brought them on. I don't want to dive too deep into this, but it doesn't in any way, shape, or form impact the person that I brought on. It only means that Russell paid 45% in that example because he knows math, or someone in his business does. And, you know, that guy got 40 and I got $5 and we're happy. But the cool thing is when you do bring on other people, you can expand. I really don't focus too much on that. I mean, if that's the way the cookie crumbles, sweet, I'll take it. But anyway, so excuse me, I've kind of touched on this a little bit. There's one-time commissions, like, hey, I sold a widget and I'm going to get one payment. That used to be like the standard back in the day. Like affiliate marketing wasn't what it is today, you know, 15, 20 years ago. Really started growing, obviously, once you can track shit online. So prior to the internet, there wasn't a ton of affiliate marketing. But anyway, then there's also recurring. Companies started realizing there's a cost to acquire a client, right? So if it's going to take you a bunch of money to acquire a client, then, you know, why not? And obviously, if it's going to cost money to retain that client and all that other shit, overhead, right? The reason why my margin shrunk. Then they said, hey, we'll give you 40% recurring because you're going to keep feeding the pipeline and be our sales force for us. Guys, if you have any questions, again, just drop them in the comment or just put, hey, man, I'm following so I know I'm not boring the shit out of you. I want to make sure I answer all your questions, but I also want to make sure that I'm getting you guys, like, I want you to fucking see the big picture. And I'm going to give you a scenario here real quick. Thanks, Trevor. Appreciate it, man. Here's a great scenario, right? So I see a lot of web, and I'm just picking web designers right now because it's low-hanging fruit. Let's say you're a web designer. I don't know if anyone's here, web designer. Just drop it in the comments. You're sitting on a fucking gold mine, and I'll tell you exactly why. All right? You're fucking, like, have customers that know, like, and trust you. I forget the math. I read it somewhere in some book a while ago. But, like, it's ridiculously more likely for someone to buy from someone they've already bought from someone they know, like, and trust, than them to go buy from somebody else. So a lot of web designers do this. Let's pretend, fuck, I wish I had a sock puppet. That would be awesome. Like, maybe I'll even just pretend this guy's a sock puppet. Be like, okay, hey, that's awesome. So it's like, all right, guys, so we get like, hey, I'm the web designer. Somebody comes to me and says, hey, Matt, I'd like some Facebook ads. Sorry, I don't do Facebook ads. I just crush web design. Later. Well, that was a shitty experience for you because you just lost out on a bunch of fucking money. And it was a shitty experience for your client because now you've served them once. Especially with web design, 90% of the time. I mean, there's you can build in a little recurring for hosting and shit like that. You can, add shit to their website and nothing crazy, or do a redesign in a couple years. But what you should do is go out there and build, number one, like I said, a relationship. Huge. Go find someone you know, like, and trust. And then all of a sudden you're like, okay, hey, guess what? You can fucking list it on your website, right? I offer Facebook ads, right? So I make several $1,000s a month never doing Facebook ads. People come to me and say, hey, Matt, blah, blah, blah. I got this thing. I got this need. I got this whatever. Like, no problem. I have these guys. I'll just use the Phils, for example. I know, like, and trust them. I've vetted their work. I know that they treat people the way that I would treat people. And it's just a pass-through. I go, hey, Phil, you want me to send you clients your way? And there's two Phils. So I call them the Phils. I'm like, hey, man, do you want clients, right? And if you want clients, I'll pass them your way in exchange for a 30% recurring every month commission. So typically they average between 3,000, I'm sorry, I wish fucking 3,000, 15, anywhere from 1,000 to maybe 2,000. So we'll say $1,500 a month. So every client that I send his way, a lot of loan officers, I get some good bucks. All right, I'm reading this. Launching a new online membership site for our niche next month using 22 Social, which has an affiliate marketing tracking function. Our members in business, make generous commission for sharing, generating new members would love recommendations for how to connect with, work with seasoned affiliate marketers, brokers to help generate more new members. Okay, an online membership site. So if Commission Junction, actually, I think it's called, it was CJ.com. I know it is Commission Junction. They've changed the name to something like CJ Affiliate, or it doesn't matter. The point is they have both. It's a network. It's an affiliate network, which means, and we'll talk about direct, and this is just kind of a good segue, actually. So you could actually go. I don't know if you guys have heard of ClickBank or JVZoo. Those are places where you can go do two things. You can put in your product or your service, depending on what the rules and terms of conditions of that network are, and you could put them in the network. Okay, so you're going to throw them here in the network, and then affiliates will look at your offer and see if it's something that they'd like to promote. Like if you were to say, hey, Matt, I want you to promote, I don't know, fucking essential oils, right? That's like a new hot thing. I know shit about essential oils. I don't care. I don't even care if it make me $1 million. I just don't want to do it. So it would be a shitty thing for me to promote. However, you can obviously, there's a couple different things. Number one is don't be cheap. All right. If you've ever seen Shark Tank, all right, would you rather have these people go on there and they're like, oh my gosh, I'll give you 25% of my company for this and this and this and this. And Mark Cuban's like, hey man, I want 37% or blah, 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 blah. And they're being short-sighted. They're focusing on the front end and they're not realizing the long-term relationship. And you got Mark Cuban's phone number and, you're going to be able to like totally leverage any other idea and all of his contacts and got all that stuff, right? The point is, as I draw like coffee out here, like, it's like, guys, if you offer like I'll give you 10%, like nobody's going to want 10% of your thing. Or if you offer a membership site, you better make it recurring, because there are better like if I'm an affiliate, I'm an affiliate. Am I going to go spend time promoting something that's going to make me 40% commission on an average ticket size of 97 that's in high demand, or am I going to go spend it on essential oils, which might just be a one-time purchase? And yeah, there might be a volume play somewhere there on something I don't really like, and yada, yada, yada. So, like for me, I just launched a new product. It's a social proof software I'll talk about later, but it's pretty fucking cool, and I am doing 50% commissions on it, because recurring commissions. And the reason is because I know that affiliates like money just like we do, right? They're just people, man. They're like, fuck, I only have so much time in the day. I only have so many things I could promote. Should I promote the thing that person only wants to pay me out one time for, or somebody who's willing to pay recurring? And even if it is a one-time thing, like, fuck, you'll go to JV Zoo or ClickBank and you'll see things that are like, wow, 75% commission. And that's because the person who created the product isn't even worried. Like, I've seen 100% commission. They don't give a shit about that. That's their front end. Hey, promote my stuff, because now I've got these people who I know like woodworking, and now I'm going to sell them a screwdriver, a hammer, a nail, or whatever the things that woodworkers do. I am not a woodworker. Sorry, my dog's behind me whining. He's cute. His name's Tucker. All right, so I hope, hold on, I want to make sure. Yeah, obviously, big commission. You can also go to affiliate groups, okay? What I strongly encourage you to do, I run an affiliate marketing group, is just reach out to the admin and say, hey, here's what I have. Don't position in a way, people come to me all the time, Matt, you want to do this. I appreciate that, but it's like I get bombarded with some of the weirdest, craziest ideas. You want to promote this straw, it's 10 cents a piece, and if you sell 1 trillion of them, you'll make, I'll give you 10% commission. No, just approach the admin and say, hey, just say, I'm not sure of the rules, like I actually have a promo Monday. So come into the group, and on promo Monday, you could pitch whatever the fuck you want, unless it's like illegal or something. But, like, hey, promote whatever you want. But you can talk to the admins and ask them if they have a promo day. But then I'll also say, hey, do you know if you have any affiliates that would like X, Y, and Z? And here's what it is, and here's the commission structure on it. I don't know if it's allowed to post in the group. If you're fucking cool like that, 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna be like, sure, dude, go ahead and post it. But it's when you are like PM me and let me drop a link and all this other shit. That's when, again, you wouldn't just go over to your neighbor's house and sneak in their back door and place a business card. You would go, especially if you just moved in the neighborhood, right? You're gonna go over there, knock on the door, shake their hand, say, hey, how's it going? So think of it that way. Facebook groups are just fucking a way to build relationships, just as these Zoom conferences. Let's see here. We've got a couple new questions. What would be the best way to track chatbot sales if I offered an affiliate in chatbot builds? All right. So, let me back away a second, or step back before I ask you a question. Everything is about, in my world, about relationships. If I don't know, like, and trust you, and if I don't value your product or service, and don't think it'll jive with the people I'm promoting, that, like, especially because I have a group, like what I'm trying to get at is there are, Danny Velez is a perfect example. You know what we track our shit in? A fucking Excel spreadsheet. All right. Now, what I want to get at is to you is like, so what's the best way to track chatbot sales if I offered an affiliate in chatbot builds? So are you saying, and I just want to make sure I'm understanding this, like, hey, and I could bring you on if you want, I totally can. Like, are you saying, like, you're going to do a build for somebody, right? Kind of like copy, right? It's just building out a flow, and you're going to attach it to something. Maybe it's a page, maybe it's a question or whatever it is, a keyword. Sorry. And then how would you track that in that sense? Is that what you're asking? I just want to make sure that that was it. John's dropping a link to some affiliate software. All right. Yeah, so there's a couple different ways. There's the barter method if people just want to barter. There's the Excel spreadsheet, and there are just programs out there that you can actually just drive people to. There's a really cheap one too. I used to use it years ago. It's gotten a lot more robust, but it's still very inexpensive. iDev Affiliate. I don't think in this instance you need anything more robust. John, I haven't looked at that one yet, but I'll take a peek at it. If I showed someone my demo bot and someone bought, how would I know sent my link? How would I know? So, if they, how would they? Okay, so if you showed your demo bot, you can put an affiliate tracking code within your link to your demo bot. So if somebody's clicking on your link, and John, if you're more of the bot expert, feel free to jump in. If you're doing a demo and you have a link in there, anything online, like there are affiliate programs that transactions happen offline and there's phone call tracking for that shit, but anything online is tied to a link. So any affiliate tracking software that you use is going to just have a link. So when somebody clicks on it and they go over to, your page, or, if you're using software and promoting, let's say you're putting together, I'm just spitballing here, you're putting together a workflow, like a demo, and it takes them over to, let's say, ManyChat. ManyChat has an affiliate program. That's the link will have an affiliate code appended to the URL, just as a parameter in the URL. So you'll see shit like $A equals 179246, and that's just your affiliate ID for that company. I hope that makes sense. Make sure how to sell products with influencers from several partners. I'm not sure about the from several partners thing, but with influencers. Okay, so it's interesting because I get that question a lot. Well, not a ton. Got a sweatshirt on for my kid's basketball game. Well, I'm taking this one off because it's hot. So influencers, they take a shit. They put one shoe on at a time if they're lucky enough to have legs. They put their hand, like one pant leg out at a time, or whatever you want to call it. Is it one pant? I don't know. The point is, they're the same as people. You build a relationship. You ask, you talk, you discuss. They might be a little bit more difficult to get to, but you have to realize that in today's day and age, right? John is an influencer because he has an audience in which he wants that basically he has we all kind of do to some, we all have a sphere of influence, right? And then there's just like, my friend Arnie Giske. He's the dude from who built Millennial Entrepreneur Community, has 36,000 active, engaged people. That's like a micro-influencer, right? So that's pretty sick. I'll give you another cool thing that you guys can do is, and this is I got from my girl Tori Reed. She's brilliant. So her little hack is how to get on the front page for Google without doing SEO. So what she'll do is, let's say, for example, you guys are all going to go fucking do this. This is great. Hold on, my dog wants out. What's up, buddy? Go out. All right. Okay, so this is sweet. This is like, I'm like, fuck, I wish I would have known this forever. So Google, like, for example, whatever people Google for, like, your services. So let's say, for example, it's, chatbot software or top 10 chatbot software, something that ultimately what you're going to do is you're going to find an article off of a keyword that has good search volume and related to whatever it is the fuck that you do. And in this instance, how cool is this, right? So you're going to reach out to the author of that page, and there's 99% of the time there's a name or an email address, and you find their name or email address. A lot of times it's just right on the page, and you say, hey, my name's Matt. I saw this fucking thing that you have, this story, the 10 secrets of whatever it might be, chatbots and blah, 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 blah. And you say, I, am a chatbot enthusiast and I totally loved it. And you give them a little bit more and say, hey, I thought that this would add value to your readers, blah, 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 blah. And then they're going to, 9 times out of, maybe not 9, but 7 times out of 10, I guarantee if you went to the first page of Google and reached out to every one of them and wrote something that made the article better, they're going to, my girl does it. She doesn't even have a website. It's great. Tori, she'll link back to her Facebook group, which is so wee. Like how awesome is that? Just link right to her Facebook group to get organic traffic right into her group for related people. So what you could do is you can write it that way and say, hey, can you just link to whatever it might be? You can actually drop an affiliate link in there as well. I would just be transparent, say, hey, this is my affiliate link, but yada, yada, yada. Again, they might even look to do a JV on that. Hey, whatever revenues that's generated through that, would you split? And that's a great relationship to have. I know somebody who also likes chatbots now. I know somebody who ranks really well on the first page of Google. That's a long-term relationship. It's not a short-term game, guys. I actually posted something, I don't know if it was this morning or last night, they blended together, which was, how I became an overnight fucking, success. And then I get into 20 years of hard work, making actually I call it learning, but some people call it making mistakes, in between there somewhere, quit drinking. It just wasn't good for me. Just a normal type of dude. Hold on, I'm reading this real quick. Let's say someone puts my demo bot link on their personal Facebook page. Can that be tracked once the bot is engaged? So I know anytime a click occurs on a link, yes. Now, I know bots can be triggered off of keywords. I don't know this enough, honestly. So I also know that bots have, crazy cool JSON and different ways in which that you can track and trigger and record events. John, I don't know if you know the answer to that question.
Yeah,
I don't.
And I don't want to steal your thunder because there's so much information, and I will show you guys this later on a different session. But for example, if you just take Matt here as a case study, you see Matt right here, Matt Staten. I can see literally in our relationship how many users he's driven to me from his actual group, because essentially I gave him one of those growth tools, the ref link, and I said, hey, essentially here's your affiliate link to promote my bot. Drop this link in your group. Anybody that signs up, I'll instantly tag them that they came from you, and I know that you sent them to me. So yes.
Now, John, real quick, I want to go a little deeper into that. So let's say, for example, you had a demo bot that was triggered off a keyword. Will that also work off the keyword? Same sort of thing where you would be able to tag them because that keyword would be tied to me? I'm trying to think of.
Sure.
Okay, cool.
But then you'd have to know that keyword. You could, let's say for example, I could come right in here to automation, and I could just come into keywords, and I can just create a new keyword called Matt Staten. All right, and say message contains. All right, and then I can just create a new flow, and that new flow will just be my Matt Staten affiliate. And then I'll just go to Flow Builder, and the first thing that I'll do is I'll just perform an action, and I'll add a tag here real quick that will just say Matt Staten. All right. So now this person is going to be, if they use that keyword now in my bot.
First thing is tag, right?
Yep. Now this person will just get a message that says, tell Matt hi for me. And I'll know that this user came to my bot. And he must have known Matt Staten somehow, because he came to my bot now. And essentially, he just now came to my bot. And I just need to finish up this keyword right here by creating him and then selecting this flow that we just created right there. So I just created that flow. So now I can essentially just come right to my bot and say, hey, Matt Staten told me to check you out. And now essentially he's going to actually get that message, and he's going to be tagged that, hey, you know, Matt.
Sweet.
So totally
Awesome.
can do whatever you want.
Awesome. I wasn't for sure about the keyword spot, but I knew for sure on the rough part. So that's pretty sweet. Awesome. So I want to give you guys some examples of, like, hey, how people who are building bots, right? So I call this kind of like, I got to think of something really fucking cool to call it, but I have two names, kind of like the foot in the door approach, but then I also call it like kind of like the hub and like a spoke model, right? So bear with me here. So imagine, like, right, you do bots, sweet. What do people also need? So you're providing a service for someone that needs bots. It might be just a Facebook group owner, all right? Well, they also have other needs. They typically have needs for funnels, needs for copy, needs for fucking websites, whatever. There's going to be other needs. And what's really cool about the bot world is it's clearly online, and you're typically dealing with a higher I don't want to say educated, because everyone's specialist in their own little shit, right? Like, it's like, I love my mom. I always use her as an example. Like, she still has a VCR. It's actually a VCR DVD player, a little bit of both worlds, and it's still flashing 12, right? Crazy shit. So what's really neat is you can go, hey, awesome. Like, just like Danny Velez with copy, right? He doesn't stop at copy. What I taught him to do is reach out and say, oh yeah, by the way, do you need Facebook ads? You do Facebook ads? I got a great partner who does, the fills, okay? Oh, what else do you do? So now all of a sudden this person is going to come to you pretty much with everything. Now, you don't want to, there comes a time where it's like, hey, it's that 80-20 rule. It's like, if someone came to me for a logo, I just send it to my logo girl, unless it's a bigger logo. I have got a logo for $25 and sold it for $2,000. Yeah, but if it's just somebody who needs a quick logo and it's a friend, I'm going to send you to my logo girl who does it for $25, and you can pay her $25 direct or $50 or whatever she might charge you. And the reason is because I built that relationship with her, where I want to nurture that relationship. So if it's this one weird shit like, hey, I need this graphic design thing and I'm going to make about 1 trillion changes before I send, like, fuck that. But if you're a bot, like, to me, a bot specialist, focus on that. And then when somebody, like, oh, what are you tying this into? And you're going to look at their Facebook page and you're going to go, holy shit, their website's outdated. Oh, they don't have ClickFunnels. Well, fuck, why don't I give you my ClickFunnels affiliate link? And here's a bot that's integrated right with it. I'll even put the, how ManyChat does the, what do they call them? I forget the windows, or like the modal windows and all that shit. Those features within a website, right? And ManyChat is nothing other than, sorry, not ManyChat, but ClickFunnels is really, it's nothing other than a website builder, right? And at the end result, people like my mom just think it's a website. They don't care what it is or what the purpose is for. So with the hub and spoke, you got your foot in the door, and just think about hub and spoke. Your job is to understand your client's needs, not just for fucking ManyChat. You're just going to leave a lot of money on the table, and your clients are going to be less sticky, right? So now if they come to you and say, hey, do you know, like, you should be proactive and go and look, check out their website, check out their other thing. Hey, do you need Facebook ads? Who does your Facebook ads? Oh, I do it myself. Well, on a scale of 10, how long have you been doing it? Well, just 3 or 4 months now. Oh, what's your cost? you're going to have to know a little bit about different things, but you guys probably already do. And if you don't, it's not that hard, especially when you build a relationship with somebody who does Facebook ads, because I'll use lingo that I just kind of absorbed through osmosis, where it's like, oh, I know, like, what's your cost per acquisition? What is your, how many ad sets are you running, and cost per lead, and all these different things. And you don't have to drill down. You just have to have a conversation enough to let them know that, like, hey, you could help them out. And when they say, oh, what can you do for me? Be like, you know what? Let me get you in contact with, I typically say either a friend or a business partner that does all my stuff. They're awesome. And then hand them onto the Phils or whoever it might be. And then all of a sudden, yeah, John, steal my thunder if I wasn't blabbing through that. Jump in, man. Anytime, just jump in.
Yeah, no, I wanted to share something with you because you guys were talking about it that I know you would probably be interested in yourself while you guys are talking about all this bot stuff. Something that I could easily do. All right. Now I've already tracked an affiliate based on this keyword, right, Matt? So now what I could do easily is I can come into my settings right here, and ManyChat just release this. So if you're into this affiliate marketing, you can create this custom field now. This custom field can be called affiliate ID, and we'll just leave that as a text guy, right? So now what I can do is I can come in, let's say, to a completely new flow. I'm going to come over here to a completely new flow. I'm going to create a keyword. This keyword is going to be click funnels.
Are you dynamically inserting the affiliate ID?
Well, what I'm essentially going to do now, Matt, is I'm going to hook you up, all right? So I'm going to take care of you, buddy, because you're talking about this relationship building, right? We need to build this relationship. So I'm going to strengthen my relationship with Matt, all right? Let's say, now this is not a real world scenario because Matt's not an affiliate underneath of me for ClickFunnels, all right? But let's say he was. Let's say I've got him as the second tier affiliate that he's actually talked about, all right? So now I'm going to go in, I'm going to create a new flow. This flow is going to be just for ClickFunnels. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start this flow, and I'm going to perform an action, and I'm actually going to not perform an action. Sorry. I'm going to do some condition here. All right. This condition is I'm going to check if this guy is Matt Staten. All right. If this guy is Matt Staten, if yes, if he's tagged with that, do that. If no, what I'm going to do is do this. And now essentially what I'm going to do is say, hey, did you know you can get a free 14-day trial of ClickFunnels? All right. So now essentially, if this guy's tagged Matt Staten, the first thing that I'm actually going to do now, since he's tagged with Matt Staten, is I'm going to come in and do an action real quick. And now I'm going to set this guy's affiliate ID. I'm going to set this guy's custom field, which is going to be affiliate ID. I'm going to set that to Matt's ClickFunnels affiliate, however the hell you spell that, ID. All right. However you spell affiliate, I'm going to set that.
I do that all the time.
Yeah. So now he essentially, his affiliate ID is being held there, and I'm going to get free trial. And then now I'm going to open up a website. I'm going to put HTTPS clickfunnels.com AID equals this custom field affiliate ID. All right.
That's fucking sweet.
So now my fallback, if this actually isn't set, my fallback could be
yours
affiliate ID. All right. So now Matt's he's done me a solid. He's drove users into my bot, right? So he's affiliate marketing me, driving subscribers into my bot. So I'm getting subscribers because of him. And he's also my lower tier promoting affiliate. Now, I'm not going to get the whole 40% when you buy ClickFunnels. He's going to get 40%. I'm going to get 5%. So I'm going to do him a solid back. If he's referred you into my bot and you want ClickFunnels, and I know he's referred you, I'm going to send you his ClickFunnels affiliate ID. If not, essentially what I'm going to do here is I'm going to copy this guy and paste this guy. And then I'm just going to get rid of that guy because he's faster to do that. And then I'm just going to come over here and I'm going to edit this guy right here. And then I'm going to change this guy here to my affiliate ID. So now if you don't know about Matt and Matt didn't refer you, you're going to get my ClickFunnels affiliate ID. I'll get commission. If Matt referred you here, I'm going to inject his affiliate ID and he's going to get commission for it. So I thought you would like that, buddy.
Dude, it's beautiful. I love it, dude. I literally just started, you've seen it. I started playing around. You got me going with it, and I'm like, oh man, I got to jump in there because for me, again, I don't have to be the master of technology. I just have to know enough how to use it and talk with it for other people, but then also understand one of my superpowers is understanding how to leverage technology or just relationships to solve business problems, whether people know they have them or not. Okay, a lot of times people aren't aware. It's easier to sell to somebody who's aware, but sometimes it's so fucking like no-brainer-ish that people will be like, oh fuck, I totally need this solution that you have. But no, that's real sick. That is real sick. Ooh, I just shocked myself. All right, checking to see if there's any questions. Sweet. And if you guys have any more questions, again, drop them in the comments and let me know. I can give examples again as that whole foot in the door approach is critical, guys, to literally, I know people who make more money. Again, mine's like a 40-60, and I'm known as an affiliate marketer. But so I know people who don't do affiliate marketing. That's not their. Looks like I'm getting hijacked here. It's my son. He's going sled riding, apparently. Will you give me a bottle of water, bud? Mm-hmm. Thanks. Show him what you look like. He's going sled riding or snow in Ohio. I thought I was getting hijacked for a minute. Anyway, guys, what's really cool, where the hell was I going? Fuck. Oh, yeah, so they actually make, some people make twice as much money through affiliate marketing. So let me put it this way. Russell Brunson is a huge affiliate marketer. Think about this. Maybe to mind fuck you a little bit more is who is like, think of a real estate agent, okay? Thanks, buddy. You taking him? No? All right, maybe I'll bring him up there. All right. It was a deer. He didn't change. He'll never catch a deer. He needs to get out. He's bored. All right, sorry, guys. Kids. All right, so real quick is, Russell Brunson, affiliate marketer, and think about it this way, is real estate agents. Again, they get paid only when a certain thing happens, a transaction, okay? And that transaction is a sale. If they don't sell any houses at all, how much money do they make? Zero. They sell one house, they get one commission. They sell 100 houses, they get 100, commissions. So most people, I actually coach. I do a lot of coaching as well. And again, they come to me wanting affiliate marketing, but usually I just leverage their own strengths and help them build what they actually want from the results of affiliate marketing. Like, everyone that I coach is typically different. If I was working with a chatbot expert or somebody who's, more techie, their plan, because some people want $1,000, some people want $10,000, but a month or whatever it might be, 100, I don't care. But I also have to coach based off of your skill sets. So why not leverage the skills that you have to get you to where you want to be faster? But when I was talking to the guy I was coaching, he was very had hit an epiphany of his own, like, holy shit, I am an affiliate. And again, even after I explained to him the definition of affiliate marketing, or at least the way that I see it, which is just a pay-per-performance-based model between two or more people, and the pay is based off of some sort of transaction or action or conversion event or whatever you want to call it. So I read .com Secrets. Is that still working, the method? Yeah, so I'm not sure exactly what method in .com Secrets that you're working or that you're talking about, but I do affiliate marketing. I've led with .com Secrets. as my intro. I will tell you guys. Here's another secret. It's all in the. I will. I will. It's all in the follow up, guys. So think about this, right? The my kid never closes doors. If I were just to lead with .com secrets, right? Well, then all of a sudden, like that's just one chance. It's like, okay, well, if I led with .com secrets, and even if you bought, whether you bought or didn't buy is really irrelevant to what I'm going to get to. But let's say you bought, now we're done, and I got one little tiny, actually, I don't even know if they give you a commission on that anymore. But let's say you didn't buy, right? Now I get nothing. So I follow up with email sequences, and I know John follows up with chatbot sequences. The point is you need to have products that are relatable, products or services that are related to the things in which you're offering. So if I'm leading with .com secrets, obviously this person's probably in the ClickFunnels world. Another good offer would be, hey, expert secrets, ClickFunnels 14-day free trial, funnel scripts, funnel university. The next thing I want to go to wouldn't be, fishing lures. It's, there's no way that I have knowledge that person, it just does, it's not congruent. I hope that makes sense. But you're ultimately building a relationship with somebody. Once you know that they like something, right? If I know that the person down the street is a gardener, I'm not going to offer, they're maybe 60 years old, gardens all the time. I'm not going to come over and ask them to buy ClickFunnels. I hope that answers some of your shit. So somebody, Marlene, how would we get the traffic? There's a couple different ways to get traffic, paid and organic, right? Those are really your two biggest channels. There's other traffic sources that I guess I consider traffic sources. I have affiliates driving me traffic. So think about my buddy Paul that I kind of talked about earlier. Well, I won't even use Paul. So if you really can have affiliates drive you traffic to, if you're giving them a cut, right? So your product, in this instance, your service would be, chatbots. You can say, hey, drive me traffic and I'll give you a cut. So you can become, you can go out there and do Facebook ads. You can go out there. Here's a really good, easy way to do this stuff. Go look in the ClickFunnels. Like there's tons of people that are in the ClickFunnels community. And everyone's talking about chatbots like it's kind of cryptocurrency. Just go answer the questions. Show up in the world. Don't be like PM me, but answer their questions. Hey, did you ever know that you can do this? Pretty soon, hashtag yourself fucking chatbot John, right? Or chatbot guy or chatbot girl. And pretty soon, people are going to know, like, and trust you, and they're going to come asking you. Or, not saying you can't ever go PM someone outside. Like, you're not going to go to jail if you do that. I'm just saying you always have to be respectful of the group that you're in. If you're blatantly, dropping links, which I would never do. If you're going to, again, I wouldn't say PM me for more information. Lead with value. Shit, the things that John just taught me here was tremendous. It's like, okay, now who am I going to go to next? I'm going back to John. I'm like, John, hey, this is sick, man. Here's my launch that I want to do. What can we do? We'll figure something out that makes sense. So again, you got organic affiliates and you got paid. And I guess you could consider affiliates paid traffic, but the reason I don't is because they're paid for performance traffic. I'm always going to make a profit with affiliate marketing. I will never go negative. Like, how fucking cool is that, right? Unless I'm an idiot and don't know how to do math. But if this thing costs me $10, right, I can do $9.99 without ever going in the red. I could even give it away for free, go $10 without even going in the red. Especially if I got other products and services that relate to it, then I'll make money on the back end. So your advice would be to build a new affiliate network group as an entity, entrepreneurs that barter their products on affiliate bases. No, you don't have to do that at all. No. So I would say is you can go into existing groups. Go join. If you're not part of the, I guarantee that most groups that you're in, if there's any sort of entrepreneur, even if it's web design, like bots, it's kind of, I don't know. I see it all over the place. People talk about them because they're awesome. They're sweet. It's like the new, to me, it's almost as effective, if not more effective than text messaging, because it's not restricted, at least here in the States, by, the FCC and shit like that. The open rate, the, engagement rate, as long as you do it in a non-spammy way. So again, you could just go into existing groups, search for, chat bot. I don't care if the thread's 6 months old. Go jump in there. Hey, did you still have that problem with a chat bot? Did you realize that ManyChat now does this? Because 6 months ago, ManyChat didn't do nearly as much shit as it does now. John was just showing some awesome ninja shit that it does. So you don't have to go become a group owner. But what you can do is, fucking lead with value and help other people. So here's a great example, or at least I hope so. I get people that come to me that say, Matt, thank you so much for always leading with value. And I'm signing up for, whether it's ClickFunnels or not, they'll say, I forget this one thing, it was like a $1,500 a month CRM combo, whatever, something big. And they're like, do you have an affiliate link? And actually I didn't. I said, man, I actually don't. I know of the company. I've just never promoted it, I said, but I will fucking sign up for the commission because it's a recurring monthly commission off $1,500. They waited 10 minutes for me to get approved and boom. So if you're always leading with value, I never engaged with this person ever once directly, but they soon knew who I was. And if you guys ever go out there and ClickFunnels or any other group and you're out there regularly, you're going to, I guarantee names. You're like, oh, I see so-and-so post all the time. I see so. You need to be that so-and-so. You need to be the person leading with value, answering the questions that you know. And even if you don't know the answers to sometimes it's cool because guess what? It then forces you to go get the answer. Like it teaches you like, fuck, like, I gotta understand this. You never want to be like, hey, I can build this castle and build them a little, fucking treehouse. But on the flip side, it's like, use it to make you grow. Hope that makes sense. Again, guys, any other questions? That's how I met John in the ManyChat community. Fuck yeah, it is. He's the type of dude that's gonna lead with value. So we kind of talked about this earlier, guys. There are direct affiliate programs. Let's say, for example, Target. Target's a big national chain store, kind of like Walmart, right? And both actually have affiliate programs. They'll give you Target specifically up to 8% commission on certain categories. They have a 7-day cookie, which is, to me, kind of crappy, but it's better than a 1-day cookie, right? ClickFunnels has a 12-month cookie, which is pretty sweet. And another cool thing is that ClickFunnels does, and it's they will continue to promote. Once you get them into the ClickFunnels world, ClickFunnels will continue to promote in parallel with anything that you're continuing to send as well, which to me isn't spammy. It's just different messaging, and they don't ever overwrite your cookie or clear it out. Yeah, they're just gonna, if their email gets the person to actually buy, but you were the last cookie, it's the last cookie wins. But what's cool, direct affiliate programs, depending on the nature of it, right? For example, I own my own software. So if we were to engage and you wanted to promote my software, this would be a direct model. You're coming to me directly. What's cool about bigger companies that do it right, they will actually train affiliates how to, and give them marketing materials and other shit. Like, why do you think ClickFunnels has this 100-day boot camp challenge? they do that on purpose because they can then, basically the more educated their affiliates are, the more money it's going to bring the company. Now there's that network, let me go back a little bit more. So if you were to come to me directly, okay, we can negotiate. We're humans. You could say, Matt, you said 50. What if I bring in 10 grand? Will you give me 60? Fuck yeah. Like, let's do it, right? You can negotiate. Direct programs, the bigger ones will have an account manager. The only negative is you're limited to, like, if we work together, you're limited to the software that I sell. But some people then go, I just want to quickly tell you this. For any affiliate program or network, the best way to find it is, like, type in, for if you want to promote products from a specific store, Target affiliate program, Amazon affiliate program, or if it's more general, like you could type in hosting, like for internet hosting, website hosting, affiliate program, right? Email affiliate program, you might get MailChimp and all those other things. Affiliate programs, plural. Now, affiliate networks, guys, are, again, we talked about this earlier, are basically the middleman. They do all the tracking and the education kind of for you as a company if you can get in. Some companies are easier to get in, like a product or a service. Other companies, like, literally will make sure that you have 50,000 or 5. I remember, fuck, was it Commission Junction, CJ Affiliate, I think that's what they call themselves now. I think at the one point in time that I engaged them, they wanted to make sure you had a $500,000 line of credit, and it was crazy. But that's because they work with, like, companies like Allstate, State Farm, Terminex, major brands. But what's kind of cool as an affiliate, you can go in there and look and get ideas. So let's say I sneak my software into any of them. Let's just say I don't care if it's fucking AppSumo or fuck, you name it. ClickFunnels, or not ClickFunnels, ClickBank, JVZoo, Commission Junction. What you could do is, you got to realize, here's a great example. Commission Junction is going to take a cut. Their cut is typically 10%. So if that guy was going to pay out 30% commission, now they're only going to pay out 20% because they don't want to eat it, or it's not going to be as fucking high. I'll tell you that 9 times out of 10. So it doesn't hurt to build the relationship with the person on the other end. It's not always going to work. You might call the company or call the person and say, hey, I'd like to promote this. I'm using Commission Junction, blah, 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 blah. Well, have you ever thought about X, Y, and Z? Do you have your own tracking software? Have you thought about this tracking software? Fuck, I'd set it up in some cases for people. But the point is if you go direct, come to me direct, because I'm not paying out a commission I'm not paying out like a middleman, such as the network. I'm going to typically pay out higher, and you're going to have the room to negotiate weird situations, if that makes sense. All right. Let's see here. A lot of things that I'll do too for affiliate networks, just Google shit like best affiliate networks, top 10 affiliate networks. That's all awesome shit. So you can just find what you're looking for. Top 10 2018, top 10 2017. As you guys are growing kind of your affiliate portfolio, right? What you want to do, and again, I hope by now you realize that, well, there's 2 things, guys, is when you start affiliate marketing, again, relationships, in my opinion, and services is where the most money is at. So you'll make a killing that way. It's, when somebody wants ClickFunnels, like, all right, here, I make a couple grand a month from ClickFunnels. It's not, it could change a lot of people's lives, but that's not where I make 99 point some percent of my money, right? That's just like if it fits, here you go. It's good to have kind of like just sort of products and services in your pocket when you need them. However, when you're first starting off, I encourage you, it's easier to go an inch wide and a mile deep than it is to go an inch deep and a mile wide. Because if you try to promote like everything, I'm going to sign up for 972 affiliate programs. Like, dude, the 80-20 rule is going to come into effect, and you're going to be spread so thin trying to keep track of everything. But start off simple. It's like, okay, guess what? I'm going to promote ManyChat. I'm going to promote, I'm just spitballing here. You guys promote what makes sense for you. ClickFunnels. But I'm also going to go build out a relationship with a Facebook person, a fucking AdWords person, a web designer, all these other things, because especially recurring guys, AdWords, recurring. I don't do a lot with that. I mean, I used to run an SEO program for a $10 billion company, but I don't do much with it anymore. I mean, I still use it, but I don't. People are so weird because I want to be ranked number 1 for green shoe in 2 days. I'm like, fuck off. Unrealistic expectations. So you want to have kind of like your suite of products. And what I do is, or services, or both, including your own, right? I keep track of them in a Google Doc, so I know like, hey, what are my name, date, all the details, the fucking links, logins, whatever it is you need to have, set up your columns appropriately. I even have this cool tool called Text Expander. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. A lot of developers use it too for short codes and stuff. It's just a keyboard shortcut, so you can hit you can define it whatever you want. I could hit star AC and there's my active campaign URL for obviously my affiliate program for active campaign. Another thing that you guys want to keep in mind though is you might lead with active campaign because that's what you like, but you have to realize that active campaign isn't the only email service provider. So you might say, hey, I really liked active campaign, but Aweber and MailChimp and whatever, if they're really developer-y, SendGrid are other choices that you might want to consider. While you really know the most about this one, here's links to other ones so you can sign up for those. But again, you don't want to get spread so thin where you're like don't go to, I don't know, fucking some mattress store and sign up for affiliate links for some mattress just because you might meet someone who needs a mattress one day. No, 80-20 rule, focus on the shit and more so what your customers' needs are. Don't get into their personal life. Oh my gosh, they might need a mattress. Literally that type of shit. One cool thing that you can also do if you have a website, I do this, and it's more so it's relationship building as well, is I there are the common tools. It's hey, here's the shit of things, here are the things I use on a regular basis, and they legitimately are. So people will go, oh, Matt uses A, B, and C, blah, 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 blah. And when they click on it, it's got my affiliate link. So obviously that can be passed through chat, through a chatbot. And then the other thing that I did recently, and it's not a big money maker, but all the shit does add up. But again, I actually let me take that back. I didn't do it. I had a virtual assistant do this, which was, hey, I had a virtual assistant put together. I basically took screenshots of my Audible account and sent it to my virtual assistant. She went out and got my affiliate links for every Amazon thing, put it together in a nice PowerPoint that turned into a PDF, and said, hey guys, here's the top books that I read this year, or whatever it was in the last 2 years, $100 fucking bucks. So those things are kind of cool. Just you're actually making money, but you're leading with value. So it's not really an offer type of deal. Hope that makes sense.
Hey man, let me just gear you in another direction real quick. You're giving so much value and you're teaching us a lot of cool stuff. And I've been really interested in you lately, man. I've been following you. I told you before kind of why I followed you, why I started following you, because I really like your no bullshit attitude. I've been in your group and I've learned, I'm not a marketer, man. I'm an engineer, and I've learned a lot of marketing skills from you, and I've implemented a lot of them already and saw an actual return already. I've seen money come in from strategies that I got for free from your group. Now, I've been following you recently. Honestly, I've been following you recently because of what you're doing here. And I know a lot of people that are really curious about this. So I'm using here, all right, you see my screen. I'm using this Get Proof right here. Now, this Get Proof is conceptually what it does is an awesome thing. It provides social proof, which really psychologically gives people an incentive to do the same shit they're seeing these other people do, right? Now, I'm using Get Proof. And, I started out with these guys. It was like $19 a month. It was like $19.99 a month or something like that. And then somehow magically, really don't know how that shit works, but somehow magically it's changed to now $129 a month automatically. So now I saw the other day that you told us you got some software and that we can affiliate promote it. You'll give us some money if we get users, drive users, and they pay, and that will be residual. But could you just tell us a little bit about your software and what specifically what the cost differences would be to me as opposed to I'm paying $129 a month right now versus if I use you?
Yeah. So if you go to so first off, I'm about a week, maybe two at the most away from launch. I'll show you guys the front end, and you'll actually see it in action. And then I'll drop a link here in the comments. But you can go to Morevago. That's pronounced Morvago. And I did that on purpose, guys. And I'll tell you why real quick, because I'm an SEO geek. Well, nobody searches for the words fucking Morvago. You know why? Because it's a made-up word. But there's I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Trivago. It's just got that ring to it. It's like Trivago does commercials all the time. So like when you Google Morvago, I'm going to be the only one that comes up, where it's really tough to rank for the word proof. Not that I couldn't, but instantly I'm just fucking easily known, and it's a kind of a differentiator. So what I did here is you'll see in the lower left-hand corner, literally it's the same concept. It is extremely customizable, though. What's if you go to the pricing tab, this is where I'll kind of show you the difference. Like, to me, this is, other than like, you literally can upload any picture you want. You could define anything that you want. There's obviously packages without branding. John, if you click on pricing, I'll walk you guys through this. So every other competitor that I've ever seen puts restrictions on shit, right? And what they're doing is they're restricting like the number of visitors, and like, oh, if you display this to 1,000 visitors, and some actually will do 1,000 just displays of a notification, right? So there you go. 10,000 unique visitors. Look at their basic plan, $29 a month, 1,000 unique visitors. Like, dude, that's crazy. Like, to me, it actually takes more programming to actually code that in there, to turn off the software and to track it after 1,000 unique visitors. So I'm like, here's what happened. I'm like I said, I know enough about technology to solve business problems, and I have enough relationships where I'm like, fuck it, I'm just going to build this myself. And I was just going to build it for me. And then I'm like, why don't I just offer it as a software? Maybe I could use it as a lead magnet. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to commoditize the industry and offer it for like awesome prices. I'm dropping a link here in the fucking system here, or in the chat. The Zoom or whatever we're in. There's so many nowadays. But what I'm doing now is I'm actually promoting. So you'll see the prices here: $4.99, $7.99, $9.99 a month. Like, that's ridiculously cheap. And the affiliate program is going to be rolling out here as it gets ready to launch. What's really cool too is I'm actually just like, again, the market is huge. That there are so many market segments that these guys aren't going after, which is mind-boggling to me. Maybe, I don't know why. Either which way, there's literally, think of all the small to mid-sized businesses or even enterprise businesses that don't have this shit. Or just think about your own self. Like, I looked at it, and I make some good money, guys, and I'm like, it ain't fucking worth $29 a month. I mean, it is. if you look at the conversion rate, and I love A/B testing, so I'm like, fuck, I'll A/B test, and I'm going to throw that up there, right? So, but what's really neat though is, guys, is I'm like, fuck it, like to get kind of people into my funnel and into my brand, I'm like, I'm going to offer lifetime access, and through December 26th, actually stops the 26th. Got to include Christmas, right? Like you can't be the Grinch and not include Christmas. So for $97, unlimited, you'll get that Rockstar package for fucking $97. Like, fuck, give it to whoever you want. The system is already functional. We're tying like the affiliate program in to a little bit of tweaks. I got to get my video, my what do they call those, explainer videos, the whiteboard video, put on the website. So you're not going to be able to go do anything and sign up on the website just yet. Give me a week. But we're already kind of taking the pre-orders for those who want to take advantage of it. Literally, you'll never see the $97 again. So this is where I'm like, competitors sell similar software between $29 and $129 per month. What the fuck? So I put WTF. Oh, that's even $190.
$199 a month. And these guys literally, honestly, no questions asked. They're just like, fuck it. You signed up for $29.99 a month. Fuck it. You're now paying $129. They didn't even, honestly, no shit. They didn't even notify me that I went in to actually update because I saw their shit wasn't actually working properly. And I pay for social proof, and social proof does help. So I went in to actually go in and find out why things aren't actually working properly. And they're just like, oh yeah, by the way, we didn't tell you, but we're charging you an extra $100 a month now for, I don't know.
Yeah,
why.
I heard that auto upgrade based on the number of unique visitors. It's like, oh, we're going to conveniently auto upgrade you. And I'm like,
it's so convenient.
Dude, yeah. I use Twilio, and Twilio is cool where they actually let you set a notification limit. Like, hey, you're almost exhausted. You're going to be exhausted in another 3 days, right? Based on whatever. And then they'll let you decide if you want to go up. But they just go up like pennies, not huge ranges. Either which way, the point is, guys, is this software really does help increase conversions. As affordable as it is, two things: use it in your own shit. Like, so if you have your own funnels that you're promoting things, your own website integrates with fucking anything that I've ever tested. So, I have a one blog post I've created thus far, which is really about the integrations. It's, you name it, Wix, which I fucking hate, Squarespace, which I fucking hate, WordPress, all of those things, Converttree, Conversionsoft, ClickFunnels, all the Insta pages, lead pages, it works with them all, which is pretty fucking sweet. Social proof does help tremendously. John, here has my
I saw you put it here the other day. You listed out like every platform that it works on, and it was pretty much everything.
Yeah, it's the ones that we've tested. If you go back to the website, I'll show you the blog post. In the footer, there's a link to the blog. That should take you to it. Click on that guy there. So yeah, guess what? That link right there is my affiliate link if you click on it. Surprise, surprise. And those other ones will be too. And you'll see in the URL, guess what? There it is. It's got my affiliate link, guys. But these other ones, again, all works with it. It's not rocket science. And when I saw what these guys, in my opinion, were doing, I'm just like, man, like, let's make it affordable for everybody. Like, totally affordable. And what I'm doing, again, is with the affiliate program, I'm going to always have this lifetime option where it'll be like a higher, right now is the $97, ridiculously low price. The next one I'll probably do maybe $197 and let a bunch of people in that way. And then who knows where I'll stop. Not really for sure. But I'm even going to just do 50%. So if somebody buys a monthly, you'll get 50% monthly, yada, yada, yada. But if it's a bigger ticket item, obviously you get 50% of the unlimited lifetime shit, which is awesome. 22 Social. I'm not familiar with 22 Social. I could look it up and get back to you. I really don't know. Yes, it works with lead pages, web stores, Shopify, you name it. It's you literally can define. It's set it and forget it. You literally define whatever it is you want. So let me just, one of the other things that I thought about when I first came up with this idea was like, how are these other guys doing it? And I'm like, I bet you they're out there pulling from social media, like basically public profiles and putting people's pictures in there. And I don't think that's very permission-based marketing personally. And I'm sitting here going, man, sometimes I got my kid's naked ass in a bathtub picture out there showing my family, right? Like, oh, look at this. You know, I'm like, what if my kid's ass is on somebody's website? So whatever. Like mine, you literally, guys, you upload, you could upload as many as you want, but nobody stays on longer than 20 maybe proofs. Like how long are you on one website? These little notifications, you upload whatever you want. So I talk to, you know, for me, you'll see Laura here. You'll see Matthew Timms there. I put Matthew T. But you can, if they give you permission to use their full name, I actually just ask them. Like this isn't pulling from social profiles. This is literally the simplest software where in the sense you're just creating a widget that's going to display social proof in a cool, sexy way that's not going to impede page load speeds and integrates with fucking everything. So you can upload 30. And you don't even have to date them. I'm not a big fan of, like, I learned this years ago when I did web design, like 20 years ago. I'm 40 years old. I know I only look 25. But years ago, what happened was this guy had, like, actual testimonials with dates from, like, 1985. Kid you not, old school construction guy. And I'm like, dude, we got to, like, Photoshop out the dates. And he's like, why? And I'm like, because it's, like, 20 years ago. I don't know, let's say 2000-ish. And I'm like, okay, guys, like, people are going to look at that. And for whatever reason, humans just go, great, you were awesome years ago. Why would you be awesome now? Instead of actually thinking if you were awesome years ago, you're probably even better now. So I don't put dates on shit. Or I might put 10:15 a.m. or I might put Tuesday or I might not put fucking anything. But you control that. I hope that makes sense. Don't forget to click this link. Can you tell me more about really good for content creators who have connected to communities? Reading. I'll look at 22 Social, guys. Like I said, I don't know. Can you put them in a bot somehow? I mean, other than actually, I know you can include images within a bot. I don't think you can actually put JavaScript in a bot to display images yet. I guarantee it'll probably come around.
You can in a mini chat bot, but if you were to engage in building a complete, truly custom bot, you could do almost anything that you want. But I don't see any real reason why you would be putting these social proofs essentially in the bot. Essentially, you'd be driving somebody from the bot to your page and then displaying things there, letting them make the transaction. Once they make the transaction, most likely redirecting them back into the bot.
Yep, totally makes sense. Yeah, so guys, totally. That goes through the 26th, and I will let John know once. I'm hoping here. I literally will be up pretty much all night testing. I like to under-promise and over-deliver, so I could get crazy lucky and have everything go as smooth as it's been going and be launched maybe as early as Monday. But again, I like to say the 1 to 2 week buffer. So people are already buying in droves because $97 is ridiculous. It's like, lifetime. That's forever.
It's not quite as ridiculous as the prices I give for my software, but it is a ridiculous price compared to what I pay. I mean, shit, I'm paying $129 a month, and you're going to allow me to use essentially the exact same damn tool with no limitations. I mean, honestly, I can't tell you at what point these guys are just going to fucking come tell me now you're paying. I mean, it probably, honestly, to be quite honest, it probably has no direct correlation whatsoever with traffic whatsoever. Because I guarantee you this bot site where this is on, I don't get 10,000 fucking unique visitors per month, and I'm having to pay $129 right now, and I guarantee.
And that's where I was like, dude, like,
there's no way.
I would love for you to put Google Analytics on that page so you can.
It's a ClickFunnels page. I already got it in stats. I've got total traffic. I've got 1,541 uniques total fucking traffic.
So I wonder if they're looking at like refresh, like that doesn't, maybe they're like, what is their definition of unique visitor? Because it like Google Analytics defines it one way and Web Trends defines it another way. Like a unique visitor, because I actually ran the analytics team at Sherwin-Williams, a unique visitor for Google Analytics is somebody that comes in and they basically have a session cookie for 30 minutes. Actually, they call them unique. They don't even call them visitors anymore. They call them unique sessions, and they'll have like that's one unique session, and they'll have another fucking session like So you can have one visitor with 2 sessions, if that makes sense. So it'll be a unique session, but you'll have like multiple page views from the same unique visitor. And everyone has something different. Like, what if theirs was, and I don't know what it is, but what if it was every time one of these, basically notifications displayed? Is that I don't know what it is, but based on what you just showed me, I would really like to understand it more, because
I think it's like something like actual unique page visitors times factorial. So I think it's like actual page visitors injected into M equals MC squared or some shit like that. So, not really sure. It definitely ain't based on unique traffic.
If you guys got questions, ping their support like crazy. I don't even want to know what it is. I don't have any fucking unlimited notifications, unlimited visitors. I got, no branding on the Pro and the Rockstar. Literally, guys, like 50 domains. If you got more than 100 domains for the Rockstar, reach out to me. I'll hook you up somehow. Awesome. So I want to make sure that if you can get work with 22 Social, how do we connect after you find out? So, guys, affiliate blueprint marketing. Just go to Facebook and search for groups. Put in affiliate blueprint marketing. Jump in the group, and I'll be more than happy. Just message me, man. I'm always available, or search for Matt Staten. But you'll learn a lot in the fucking group. We do a lot of free training. I do a lot of free ClickFunnels training. I do a lot of JVs. So for the last week, I got a reminder here on my screen right now. In 30 minutes, I have to be on another call with a guy named Dan, who is Dan Cheong. He is a 2 Comma Club. No, not 2 Comma Club. Sorry. He's a Russell Brunson Inner Circle guy who is an awesome affiliate marketer. And we just partnered because we have both different strengths and weaknesses. And I always say, guys, leverage your strengths and outsource your weaknesses. And fucking
that's another thing I wanted to hear you talk about for a couple minutes, is I know you're really good at outsourcing. And a lot of people these days, they're really scared on this whole outsourcing model still, because I don't think they clearly really understand it, or they understand how to find the right person that they can outsource their stuff to, or that they really understand how effective it is. I mean,
oh my gosh,
outsource.
And I grew up as a poor, like, lower middle class, like bottom of middle class, like $20 shoe allowance, and got shoes when there was holes and they leaked water. So I was always thrifty. Well, when I first started my first web design company, I had to outsource in order to scale, because I quickly realized that it's tough to sell, market, and build at the same time. And then I realized I wasn't really super passionate about the building, but I liked creating wealth, but I still ran into scaling. You'll never be able to scale unless you fucking outsource. So many people are like, oh, I gotta know Facebook ads. Fuck no, you don't. You need kick ass at your chat box, dude, and outsource the Facebook shit, right? Or barter. Like I was telling you, go to a guy who kicks ass at Facebook, have him run you ads, and you're gonna do some chat bot shit, and that's for free right there. However, what I do is I go to Upwork. Like this, they made it so easy. This is really like real simple. Go to Upwork, sign in. You're going to post a job, right? So you're going to sign. You can actually get jobs from Upwork, or you can actually post a job. And when you post a job, guys, it's really simple. So what you're just doing is you're saying, hey, guys, this is what I'm looking for. And what's neat is when people apply to your jobs, it's kind of like Amazon. They're like, hey, this guy has 477 reviews, and they're not fake fucking reviews either. Like, people have actually paid for their work. This is like, hey, this person came in, did a bunch of work, and then you could favorite your developers. Like, I'm working with a guy in China right now. He's fucking awesome. I'm working with another dude. Where's my other boy at? I forget. I work with all over the country because I don't discriminate. Like, and the money you'll save. Like, I work with a lot of different countries. No offense to the U.S., but there are people who work real hard, and they're wicked smart. Not that people in the U.S. aren't, but you'll get it for, I don't know, a tenth, sometimes 100th, whatever. Literally, like something ridiculously, like, would have cost 25 grand, I could get built for $1,000, $1,500 by somebody who puts their blood, sweat, and tears into it. And then I throw them a $500 bonus, and they like are like my best friend forever. Again, I always tell you guys, it's all about relationships. And when I treat the person that I outsource to, because to them, let's say for example, $1,500 in this example is worth maybe the same as $25,000 here in the U.S. But the point is that extra $500 bonus that I gave him. Like, I've worked with the developer for 6 years. His first son came out. I threw him a $500 bonus for nothing. I mean, not for nothing, because I grew a relationship with them over the time and said, "Hey, here's for your son." And he's like, "Wow, thanks, man." Like, you're gonna know, like, and trust these people. So you can, as you're looking through the jobs, you're gonna see, hey, this guy has done 100 hours. Like, I personally filter hard, so I will vet. It's kind of like the hire slow and fire fast. I make sure that they have at least a 90% plus. So see that job success right there? Sometimes I might go under if they have some crazy hours. You'll see how many hours that they've had, right? You're like, okay, they've had this person, there you go, 4,000 plus hours. This dude's already earned over $100,000, right? And they've done 133 jobs, right? And all this shit too is negotiable as well. So you can say, here's what I'm willing to pay, and here's what, I'm, some people want to, you can say you'll pay hourly or pay a fixed cost. Again, it's in the U.S. It's interesting because people don't tend to barter like they do in other countries. I love to barter because, again, I know even if I get them in on a lower end, I'll make it up with a bonus that'll get them working harder to help me meet my deadline, even though they're usually my own deadlines. I just like to get shit out faster, So guys, in order to scale, again, that's that whole inch wide, mile deep. Like, you can't be the master of all trades, right? Like, if I want to like really crush it with ManyChat, I'm going to go out to John and say, "Hey, John, here's what I know. And wow, that was fucking sweet. Can you tell me how I could best leverage it?" We're going to talk and have a conversation and see what that looks like. That is one method. Upwork's another. And again, I personally like the personal connections better, but there are a lot of use cases where Upwork leads into that personal relationship. I'll tell you right now, Morvago is all outsourced. I outsourced the front end to one developer, the back end to another developer, marrying them together, and I'm putting together the marketing and affiliate program, marketing plan and affiliate program.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, my day job is I manage a company. I've got 36 people that work for me. 32 of them are software engineers. And trust me, 3 years ago when I started this office, everything I did, this whole entire company, I built by outsourcing. I built because instead of doing the shit that people are paying me to do, I decided to find another capable person who can do it just as well as me, but will do it for a much lesser cost, and just have them do the shit. And then instead of me actually spending my time doing the shit, I'll just spend the time looking for the dudes that need the shit done. They're going to pay me some money. I'm going to pay this dude a lesser amount, let's say 30%, 40%. Yeah. He's going to do it to the same amount. And then I'm going to optimize my time, not really at what I'm best at, right? What I'm really best at is doing the hardcore engineering, but what generates the most revenue, finding that new client, getting his money in the middle.
100%. And guys, there's a great book called Less Doing, More Living. The whole philosophy is optimize, automate, and then outsource. So optimize all your processes and shit, automate as many things as possible, and then outsource the rest. And do the shit that you enjoy. Like, I didn't enjoy sitting coding left and right. I know enough about code to realize I ain't getting fucked over. Like, hey, this guy's going to charge me. I can still go in there and manipulate stuff. I've seen big companies get charged a shit ton for literally just adding on-click events to JavaScript, links. It's like, no, dude, that's literally copy and paste. But people don't know. There are like people like my mom. No offense, Mom, but she doesn't fucking know. Oh, it's 51 hours. It's kind of like a mechanic, right? So again, a lot of people go, "Oh my gosh, I need to know Facebook ads. I need to know how to run SEO. I need to this and this and this." It's like, no, there's so many different ways you can do it to scale and to succeed. And honestly, John, I'm sure you know this just as well. So you actually have time to live, right? Like, I like to hang out with my family.
Or work harder, time to live or to actually work. Because if we're not working our asses off, our company, trust me, it's not going to, even if we outsource it, our company's not going to build itself. So our company, we got to outsource the work so that shit gets done. Who's going to build our company? Only us, man.
100%. And that's the cool thing, though, is if you do what you enjoy and you love, it doesn't feel like work. There's times I put in a fucking 15-hour, 18-hour day, and I, like, literally, when I was building this other product, I just launched a group funnels for people who own Facebook groups. It's fucking sick. It's a Chrome extension. I was working with this guy in China, and because I didn't have the relationship yet where I can have him work on my hours, I was working on his hours. But I did that because that's what needed to be done. And all of a sudden, we launched, let 100 people in, made 10 grand. That thing will probably do $500,000 this year with 80% margins. Kid you not.
I gave you guys a link to that, by the way. So in all the messages I sent you about Matt's training, there's a link to this software. There's a link to his group. There's also a link to that group funnels he's talking about. Really, really cool software, especially if you're a group owner.
Someone's said, really love to hear you talk about your mom. Yeah, my mom is super awesome. She actually works for the company that I'm actually selling my third shares of. And she's like, I'm not going to get let go. I'm like, no, Mom, I know the other two owners. Like, there's three of us. I'm like, they love you. You're still got a job. It was funny. She's like, you're leaving? I'm like, I'm just moving on to do different things. It's a good breakup. It's not like a Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt breakup. Anyway, guys, I hope I was able to provide you guys some value. If there's any other questions, let me know. You guys can find me at Affiliate Blueprint Marketing. Snag up, the Morvago Social Proof. It's super dumb simple. It's really easy. Copy, paste, boom. It's rotating. You can do left corner, right corner, top left corner, top right corner. I like bottom left because people read left to right, top to bottom. Totally.
You know what I can do with these guys? Nothing. So I can't really customize shit here. So I don't really have any way to actually really customize the display. Now, they tell me I can customize it, but they don't really allow me any real options as far as where I actually put it. They just let me choose a fictitious image, and they don't let me. I've seen because I saw your blog post and I saw you in your group talking about what all you can do and giving a demo of shit and how it actually works. So, and that's something I really liked about yours is yours allows me to actually go in and completely customize how this looks and where it actually appears at, so that it's more conductive to my site and how I actually want it to be. And as you can see, as you can clearly see, even without getting this killer deal for lifetime access, just this monthly fee, this is 10% of what I'm paying right now.
Yeah, and it's cool. Like the messaging too. You'll see the one with Matthew Timms. He's a cool dude of mine. He's good at Facebook ads.
We all know him. He came.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, Matthew's awesome. He did. He loved it. He told me about it. So on his little, fucking notification widget, whatever you want to call it. I wrote, because he's really laid back like me. I'm like, hey, he snagged the lifetime deal. And again, it's like, hey, to me, it's a little bit more permission based too. You can put whatever the fuck you want, but I just reached out and said, hey, you mind if I put this? And if they do mind, I'll put first name, last initial, and then I'll put a fucking picture of a map. Like, boom. Still true. Yeah, people go, could I use it for fake shit? Yeah, you can use a website for fake shit. You can use ClickFunnels for fake shit. It's up to you. Like, you can use a car legally, or you can speed and use it.
You can use proof for fake shit as well, even though they say you can't. Proof tries to really say that they're all about legitimacy. That's not true at all. You can totally social. I don't call it fake shit. What I call it marketing and social engineering is what I call the shit. But faking it, social engineering, whatever, you can do it on any platform. So
yeah, and totally, guys. Like I said, no one's gonna sit on your, like, you literally could upload as many notifications as you want, as many pictures, as many widgets floating around or notifications, but nobody's gonna be on your website long enough to see. I'm gonna throw out like maybe they rotate every 10 seconds by default. And you could even change that if you want them to rotate every 20 seconds. If you want them to display for an hour, you can literally have it sit there and display for an hour. It's a 3-second blur, and then it's a 10-second gap. You can control all that stuff. But the point is like, I would not recommend you upload 500 because nobody's going to be on your website to see all 500. Don't waste your time.
And I would say, Joe, I would say it probably already works with 22 Social. So I would say if 22 Social allows you any type of way, like most builders do, to go in and put some script tag in the header, then I would say that it's going to work natively.
Yeah, definitely. If you can put any sort of code on the page, then yes, it'll work. I know for sure. I would be again, there hasn't been a site that I haven't been able to put it on. I'm looking at it right now, and there's no reason why I would believe it would not, if that makes sense. And we can test. Worst case scenario, I'll give you a snippet of code, and we'll test it and know for certainty. Yeah, it looks like it will. I'm looking at everything right now. That's awesome. Awesome. Guys, any other questions before I leave?
Well, I wanted to answer one of the questions that you guys had earlier. Earlier, you asked how you could specifically track, people who are buying your bot or your service to build bots through an affiliate link. So essentially, if you want to track this, then someplace you got to collect a payment, right? At some place you need to have a place where you're actually collecting a payment. Wherever that is that you're collecting a payment, then you need to have some mechanism on that place that can realize that, hey, an affiliate has landed here, and you've essentially embedded some cookie into that website to give credit to that affiliate, so that now whenever they make a purchase, that you can actually track, right? So you could do it a complete manual way. Obviously, you could just do a complete, trust-based, and, people come buy your shit, and then you ask them, hey, did anybody refer you? And they say, yes, this person referred me. And then, that's a whole manual thing. And you don't want to do that. You don't want to be tracking a bunch of sales manually and shit. All right. So for that, my company, we specifically built this software here called Affiliate Marketing Promotion. This software is really straightforward. It gives you all the information that you need. It allows you to go in and create some campaign. Whenever you create some campaign, you can give where your initial landing page is, where your sales page is, a registration page, so that you can actually go in and invite affiliate marketers to come in and sign up and grab their affiliate links. All right. So that they can start promoting your shit now. All right. So now you can go in and actually add in all your products. Once you add in all your products, on those products, you can go in, create a product, and then basically give some information. If you use Stripe and you integrate with Stripe, you can tie right into Stripe to make sure that somebody actually did pay. If you refund in Stripe, you can do the clawback right in the system. As soon as you refund the payment in Stripe, it claws back the payment and the commission from the affiliate, because you don't owe that shit to them anymore, because their customer, got their money back. So it integrates right with your payment processor. You can go in and set your commission, what that actual commission is going to be, whether it's a dollar amount or a percentage amount. You can make it a residual commission, or you can make it a one-time commission. Then you can go in and even have an upgrade commission, because you'll see in a lot of funnels that prices won't match up, because you're charging price A for first offer, and then next they're going to actually upgrade to a one-time upgrade. So we allow you to basically make sure that they're not getting 50% on one and then getting 50% on another, and getting 50% on both of them, when they should really be getting only 50% on the last sale. And then you can go in and track all your key metrics that you actually want to track. Your sales, you can manage all your payouts. You can see your earning per click, your total unique clicks, the leads that have actually came and they started filling out the form, but they didn't actually buy. Any of that information we capture, so that somebody fills out their email, but they don't actually purchase. Then you just capture that lead. You can email them and say, hey, you didn't buy my thing. Do you want to buy my thing? how many customers, what the conversion rate is, what your refunds are, how many your sales are, how much commission that you owe. You can go in and look and see how much commission you owe any affiliate. You can choose to go in and actually pay them out and balance out their things. The affiliates themselves, they have a nice little dashboard where the affiliate can actually log right into their dashboard, and they get a nice little dashboard where they can just copy your affiliate link. Here they'll find all the links to all the different affiliate campaigns that, you know, they're promoting Matt and they're promoting me. So they got my link and they've got Matt's link, and they can go in and check and see, okay, for Matt's link, how much money have I made? You know, this person hasn't made any money because if you get an affiliate link, guys, trust me, if you think you're going to get an affiliate link and then tomorrow you're going to have $100,000 in your bank account, it doesn't quite work like that. You got to actually promote the link and shit. People just don't know that you got an affiliate link. You got to be promoting it. So it tracks all this information. So something like this, you don't have to, this software is completely free. You can use it for free right now. You need something like this if you actually want to track this, because essentially now what you'll do is you will give your affiliate some link that will have their affiliate ID. And now whenever somebody comes to this actually website, it will embed a cookie with that affiliate ID. And now if that person purchases anything, we'll track it and we'll attribute the sale to that affiliate, and he'll see he's got a new sale and how much money he's owed from that. So now he's going to be encouraged as he goes into the dashboard. If you're doing it all manually, that guy has no real way to know how much money am I making, how much money did I make, do I want to keep doing this, do I not want to do this. If he can see it in real time in the dashboard, look, I'm up $1,000 this week and that's all residual, I want to keep promoting this shit. So we made it really, really easy for that. So you would use some platform like this to be able to go in and actually track all your affiliate sales.
I love it, dude. That's awesome. I didn't know that you had that, man. That's sweet.
Man, I've been running a software firm with 30 engineers for the last 3 years. We got all sorts of softwares.
Man, you're gonna have to share me like a list so I can check them all out, brother. Because trust me, I'm a software junkie, and if it's good, you know me, I'm gonna promote it. That's awesome.
So that's how you would do something like that. If you want to actually track them, essentially you got to collect the payment somewhere. Wherever you're collecting the payment at, you have to have some mechanism set up to allow for that affiliate ID so that you can grab out that ID and set some cookie, and through some platform now automatically attribute these sales to your affiliates who are actually promoting your stuff.
That's sweet, man. It's awesome software. Yeah, it's easier. That's totally, trust me, 99% of my shit's tracked automatically online, guys. The only time I do offline tracking is more through a barter methodology. Like I told you the story about the copyrighted Danny Velez. But that's awesome. Thanks, man.
Yeah, the really cool thing here is the clawbacks, man, because that's what actually ends up, a lot of platforms don't support that, and that's what ends up killing a lot of companies who are using affiliates. Is that, like, for example, there's a lot of fucking scammers, and what they'll do is they'll say, hey, you know what, you go buy this thing and you're going to get X amount. You're going to pay X amount. Now I'm going to get $50 from that. I'm going to give you $20 from that after 30 days. You just go in and cancel the shit after 45 days. Dispute it on your card, get your refund. And a lot of affiliate platforms, they don't track those clawbacks. They don't track those refunds. So now essentially you've paid $50 to a sale, to a fictitious sale that doesn't exist and ends up getting disputed, or you end up refunding. So you're literally just paying people for nothing. So that's why we do the clawbacks. As soon as it's refunded, well, then you no longer owe it to your affiliate. He owes you now for that commission.
I love it. That's awesome, brother. That's sweet stuff. Awesome. Cool.
And yes, free for action takers, man. Because this is not a software. This is a software that we've used and we've built on our own, just because I've been, like I said, guys, I'm not a marketer. I'm an engineer, which is why I found Matt in the first place and started following him, because I realized that I need to do the shit that I'm good at, and I need to outsource the shit that I'm not good at. So, and not just the shit that I'm not good at, the shit that I also don't want to do. And for me to really sell my software, instead of me marketing it, I just need to get a bunch of affiliates that are going to go market it for me for honestly the same cost that I'm going to pay a marketing firm. I mean, literally it's going to cost me the same or less than I'll pay a marketing firm. And those affiliates are going to do a lot more than that marketing firm because it's performance based for them. For the marketing firm, it's not. They're just going to tell you, look, I'll do the marketing, and you're either going to make sales or you're not going to make sales. So I'm going to pay them regardless. The affiliate, I'm only going to pay if he produces results, and he has an incentive for that. So I know the only way I'm going to sell my shit is to get a bunch of affiliates to go in and promote it. I need to track it because I don't want to do it manually. I don't want to pay people for refunds and shit like that. Hence, we built this for our own internal use. So there's no price on it right now because we don't let anybody use this software because it's our software. But I will give it to action takers.
Awesome. All right, I got to jump on another thing here. I appreciate everybody. Peace out. Come see me at Affiliate Blueprint Marketing. Snag up the software deal while it lasts. Unlimited visitors. I don't even have to fucking worry about what a visitor or a session is. Thanks, John. Appreciate being here, buddy.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Matt. See you soon, man.
Yep. Peace.
So, guys, hopefully you got all your questions out that you had for Matt. If you got any other questions for him in the future, you know where to get him. So you can see, and he didn't touch a lot about how to really recruit those affiliates yourself. If you wanted to know that information, you probably should have asked him a little bit more questions on how to go in, because a lot of you guys may be already, obviously I would assume that you're selling your own products, you're selling your own services, and an affiliate marketer, right? Or a network of affiliate marketers are going to drastically increase the amount of volume and revenue. Now, what you do have to be prepared for, obviously, is if you bring in a network and a little, let's say, sub-army of these marketers who are going to actually be out there promoting your service and your product, you need to make sure that you are in a situation and you are prepared to go to some scalable mechanism where if you get an influx of demand and orders for your product or service, you can actually fulfill those and keep your client happy by providing them the same type of value that you would essentially provide them. Because if you go in and get all these people who are promoting your product, and now they get you customers and you can't deliver to your customers. One, your customers are unhappy. They're probably going to ask for a refund, or they're not going to be happy. They're not going to continue to buy from you. So you just fucked all that up. Two, your affiliate marketers, they're not going to be happy for lots of reasons. One, they're going to lose a lot of value and a lot of trust from the people that essentially their niche that they're promoting to, that just went and had that transaction from you and they weren't happy with. So now they're not going to promote your stuff anymore. And they're also going to tell other affiliate marketers, you don't want to promote that because, those guys can't even deliver on what they're saying. So you're just hurting your audience by promoting a service and a product that your audience isn't going to be happy with. If you are an affiliate marketer, obviously you only want to promote things that whenever your user, because you're going to essentially be promoting to your own group, right? You're going to build a group of followers that look to you as an authority figure for something, and they value your content. And whenever you make a recommendation, you at least go check it out. And when you see the value and the benefit in it yourself, you take action and you take advantage of it, right? So if you're doing that constantly to that group and you're growing that group and you start, just like, hey, I want to make a couple bucks, so I'm going to send them this really shitty offer. And if they buy it, I'll make a couple bucks. Well, if they buy it, you make a couple bucks, big deal. And then now they're not serviced properly. Now they're dissatisfied with that transaction, which means they're dissatisfied with the person that owns that transaction and owns that product and service, and they're not going to want to do business with them. They're also going to be dissatisfied with you because essentially you drove them there and you recommended and say, hey, you should buy this thing. So like I said, if you're going to affiliate market, you need to make sure that you're marketing for the right type of people that are going to ultimately leave your people that you're using to get that money by having them go to your link and buy your stuff, that they're going to service them properly to keep them happy so that they continue to believe in you whenever you send them out new links and say, yeah, try this thing's great, you'll love it, right? If you're getting the affiliate marketers for yourself and your own products and services, then you need to make sure that you're not just getting any affiliate marketer, because you don't want to just get a bunch of assholes that are out there, spamming your link or just going through, let's say, my texting software where they can text in bulk and, getting 100,000 random phone numbers and texting out 100,000 random phone numbers, a link to your website with their affiliate ID, hoping somebody will buy, because now essentially all those 100,000 users think that you just spam their phone grown and they're not happy with you, which is going to create a negative appearance for you and is not going to be good for you. So you need to be picky on those affiliate marketers because you don't want a bunch of people creating bad PR, spamming you. So you need to make sure you get the good ones. And then whenever you get those good ones, like I said, you need to make sure that you're positioned yourself in a way that those services or products, you're able to actually fulfill those in a value-driven mechanism where that end customer is still completely satisfied and willing and actually overly satisfied. Because if the dude's overly satisfied, when you hit him up again for some more money, he's going to be like, hell yeah, last transaction was freaking great. I love my last transaction. I'll do another transaction and hopefully I'll have the same feeling afterwards. So you need to make sure that you're actually prepared to deliver on whatever now those affiliates, because essentially you should expect that if you get the right affiliates, they're going to go in, because that's what these guys do. I mean, Matt will go in and like you said, he'll make one post in his Facebook group and then bam, he's got $10,000 extra because everybody went in and they purchased that because he promotes only good value driven offers. So keep that stuff in mind. Remember that we're coming back here at 5 o'clock, and at 5 o'clock, we're going to get back into bot building. So we got an hour break. We're going to get back into bot building, and we're going to start to actually do some Zapier stuff because you guys have asked about that a lot, and that's really essential for us. So we're going to go back into flow building, build a couple flows, and then we're going to get right into that Zapier stuff and mix that flow with the Zapier stuff. So this one's over. I'll send you guys a notification just one more time while you're here. Don't forget that link somewhere. Not quite sure where it is. It's right here. Don't forget to click that link and go to that post and make your comment on what you thought about this session. And then I will see you guys in about an hour at 5 o'clock.